Sue and John C., two young artists, shared a small flat. The flat was on the third story of an old house. John C. fell very seriously ill in November. She had pneumonia. She would lie in her bed without moving. द लास्ट लीफ, ये स्टोरी है ओ हेनरी के द्वारा लिखित स्टोरी है ये लास्ट लीफ। इसमें हम स्टोरी पढ़ रहे हैं स्यू और जॉन सी, जो दोनों आर्टिस्ट हैं और वो एक ही फ्लैट में रहते हैं। ये जो फ्लैट है ये एक पुराने मकान की तीसरी मंजिल पर था और जॉन सी जो है वो बहुत बीमार हो जाती है नवंबर में। उसको निमोनिया हो जाता है और वो अपने बेड पर लेटी रहती है बिना हिले, विंडो से बाहर देखते हुए। उसकी फ्रेंड होती है सू, वो बड़ी चिंतित होती है उसके लिए। वो डॉक्टर को बुलाती है। हालांकि डॉक्टर जो था वो हर रोज़ आता है, लेकिन जॉन्सी की कंडीशन में कोई सुधार नहीं था। एक दिन डॉक्टर सू को साइड में ले गया और बोला कि कुछ ऐसा है जो जॉन्सी को चिंतित कर रहा है। नो, रिप्लाइड सू, बट वाई डू यू आस्क? लेकिन सू ने कहा ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। द डॉक्टर सेड, जॉन्सी इट सीम्स हैज़ मेड अप हर माइंड दैट शी इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू गेट वेल। इफ़ शी डजंट वांट टू लिव, मेडिसिन्स विल नॉट हेल्प हर। उसने कहा कि जॉन्सी ने अपना दिमाग में फिट कर लिया कि मैं ठीक नहीं हो सकती, इसलिए उसको मेडिसिन्स का कोई फ़ायदा नहीं हो रहा है। सू ने कोशिश करी कि जॉन्सी को कुछ इंटरेस्ट आए, जो चीज़ें उसके अराउंड है उसमें। उसने कपड़ों की, फैशन की बातें करी, बट जॉन्सी डिड नॉट रिस्पॉन्ड। जॉन्सी continued to lie still on her bed. Sue brought her drawing board into Jonesy's room and started painting. सू जो थी वो अपना ड्राइंग बोर्ड लेके आई जॉन्सी के रूम में और पेंट शुरू कर दिया। जॉन्सी के माइंड को इलनेस से हटाने के लिए वो काम करते हुए विस्लिंग कर रही थी। अचानक सू ने सुना कि जॉन्सी कुछ विस्पर कर रही थी। शी क्विकली रश्ड टू द बेड एंड हर्ड जॉन्सी काउंटिंग बैकवर्ड्स। अब वो जल्दी से बेड की तरफ गई और उसने सुना कि जॉन्सी जो थी उल्टी गिनती गिन रही थी। शी वॉज लुकिंग आउट ऑफ द विंडो एंड वॉज सेइंग 12। आफ्टर सम टाइम शी विस्पर्ड 11, देन 10, देन 9, 8, 7। सू ने बाहर देखा विंडो के। उसने देखा एक ओल्ड आइवी क्रीपर का पेड़ था, क्लाइंबिंग हाफ वे अप द ब्रिक वॉल opposite their window. In the strong wind outside, the creeper was shedding its leaf. creeper होता है बेल जिसको कहते हैं। क्रीपर जैसे पंपकिन है वो क्रीपर होता है, मतलब बेल जो ज़मीन पे ही होती है। तो आईवी का क्रीपर था वो, और वो क्लाइंब भी कर रहा था। बेल, आईवी की बेल, वो उनके ब्रिक वॉल पे थी और बाहर तेज़ हवाएं चल रही थी, इसलिए उस क्रीपर से क्या है, लीव्स गिर रहे थे। तो सू ने पूछा क्या है? वट आर यू सेइंग? 6, विस्पर्ड जॉन्सी। दे आर फॉलिंग फास्टर नाउ। 3 days ago there were almost 100 leaves. There are only 5 left now. It is autumn and the leaves will fall. When the last leaf falls, I will die, said Jonesy with finality. I have known this for the last 3 days. Oh, that nonsense, replied Sue. What have old ivy leaves to do with you getting well? The doctor is confident that you will get better. Jonesy did not say anything. Sue went and brought her a bowl of soup. उसने कहा कि जब इस बेल में से आखिरी पत्ता गिरेगा तब मैं मर जाऊंगी। सू ने कहा क्या बकवास कर रही है तुम? डॉक्टर ने कहा तुम ठीक हो जाओगी। लेकिन जॉन्सी ने कुछ नहीं कहा। सू उसके लिए एक बाउल ऑफ सूप ले आई. I don't want any soup, said Johnsy. I'm not hungry. Now there are only 4 leaves left. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will sleep forever. Sue sat on Johnsy's bed, kissed her, and said, You are not going to die. I can't draw the curtain, for I need the light. I want to finish the painting and get some money for us. Please, my dear friend, she begged Johnsy, promise not to look out of the window while I paint. All right, said Johnsy, finish your painting soon, for I want to see the last leaf fall. I'm tired of waiting. I have to die. So let me go away peacefully like one of those poor, tired leaves. Try to sleep. I have to paint an old miner. I will call Behrman up to be my model. Sue rushed down. Behrman lived on the ground floor. He was a 60-year-old painter. His lifelong dream was to paint a masterpiece, but that had remained a dream. Sue poured out her worries to Behrman. She told him how Jonesy was convinced that she would die when the last leaf fell. Is she stupid? Asked Behrman. How can she be so foolish? She is running a high temperature, complained Sue. She refuses to eat or drink, and that worries me a lot. I will come with you and see Jonesy, Behrman said. They tiptoed into the room. Jonesy was sleeping. Sue drew the curtains together, and they went to the next room. She peeped out through the window. There was only one leaf on the creeper. It was raining heavily, and an icy cold wind was blowing. It seemed as though the leaf would fall any minute now. Behrman did not say a word. He went back to his room. Jonesy woke up next morning. जोन्सी उठी अगली सुबह और उसने बड़ी ही फीबल वॉइस में बोला सू को कि कर्टेन्स बंद कर दो. सू बड़ी नर्वस थी. शी ड्रू बैक द कर्टेन्स वेरी reluctantly. Oh, Sue exclaimed as she looked at the vine creeper. Look, there is still one leaf on the creeper. It looks quite green and healthy. In spite of the storm and the fierce winds, it didn't fall. I heard the wind last night. I thought it would have fallen. It will surely fall today, then I'll die. You won't die, said Sue energetically. You have to live for your friends. What would happen to me if you die? Jonesy smiled weakly and closed her eyes. After every hour or so, she would look out of the window and find the leaf still there. It seemed to be clinging to the creeper. In the evening there was another storm, but the leaf did not fall. Jonesy lay for a long time looking at the leaf. Then she called out to Sue. I have been a bad girl. You have looked after me so lovingly, and I have not cooperated with you. I have been depressed and gloomy. The last leaf has shown me how wicked I have been. I have realized that it is a sin to want to die. Sue hugged Jonesy. Then she gave her lots of hot soup and a mirror. Jonesy combed her hair and smiled brightly. In the afternoon, the doctor came. After examining his patient, he told Sue, Jonesy now has the will to live. I am confident she will recover soon. Now I must go downstairs and see Behrman. He is also suffering from pneumonia. I am afraid there is no hope for him. The next morning, Sue came and sat on Jonesy's bed, taking Jonesy's head in her, and she said, I have something to tell you. Mr. Behrman died of pneumonia this morning. He was ill for only 2 days. The last day the janitor found him on his bed. His clothes and shoes were wet and he was shivering. He had been out in that Stormy night. Then they found a ladder and a lantern still lighted lying near his bed. फिर उन्हें एक लैडर और एक लैंटर्न मिली उनके बेड के पास. There were also some brushes and green and yellow paints on the floor near the ladder. Jonesy dear, look out of the window, look at the ivy leaf. Haven't you wondered why it doesn't flutter when the wind blows? That's Behrman's masterpiece. He painted it the night the last leaf fell.